Prophecy, time, and the unfolding of world events have always captured the attention of humanity. Moments when history and prophecy intertwine in ways that few could ever expect. One such moment, deeply tied to a man by the name of George Bush, led to an unexpected endorsement of a controversial prophecy that shook the religious world in the 19th century. Prophetic event in question, the much debated 2300-day prophecy from the book of Daniel, a prophecy that still sparks discussions and disagreements to this very day. And yes, a figure named George Bush played a surprising role in this debate. His agreement with the timing of the prophecy brought weight to the claims of a controversial preacher, but the story is far from what you might think. In the years leading up to 1844, a fever swept across America as preacher William Miller gained a following for his interpretation of biblical prophecy. Miller, through his meticulous study of the Bible, became convinced that the 2300-day prophecy of Daniel 8 verse 14 pointed to the imminent return of Christ. His conclusion that the 2300-day prophetic days, interpreted as 2300 years, would end in 1844 and Christ would return and cleanse the earth. This bold claim drew attention of thousands, including many scholars and theologians who either supported or dismissed his calculations. But among those paying attention to Miller's work was George Bush. As the year 1844 approached, this influential figure took a close look at Miller's interpretation and the principles upon which it rested. His response would surprise many. Bush publicly agreed that Miller's calculations regarding the timing of the 2300-day prophecy were sound. This acknowledgement of Miller's timeline, especially from someone of Bush's stature, was significant. After all, Miller wasn't some fringe thinker operating on wild assumptions. His calculations were based on the well-established day-for-a-year principle, a method used to interpret many of the Bible's symbolic prophecies. Bush, a respected clergyman and professor of Hebrew, was not quick to dismiss Miller's work, even though he did not agree with the expected event Miller predicted for 1844. Despite the growing skepticism around Miller's prophecy, Bush believed that the prophetic timing was correct. Even with the nature of the event, what would actually happen at the end of the 2300 years was misunderstood. This George Bush, not to be confused with any recent figure you may be thinking of, was in fact a renowned scholar in the 19th century, a Presbyterian clergyman and professor at New York University. Bush was widely respected for his expertise in biblical languages and theology. His endorsement of Miller's timeline lent credibility to a prophecy that at that time was drawing widespread attention.